congrats on the jersey retirement.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be the first question I was gonna ask. Is what was your reaction when you heard the news?
It was cool. It was something logistically working with them, for the last month or so, trying to figure out, the best time to do it. But it's a great honor, to have a school like Villanova do that. So I'm just happy, excited. I got to thank my teammates and my coaches for it.
Do you remember what your reaction was when you initially heard about it, when you first heard that they're going to do that?
I was just like, okay, cool. I'm not the good person to ask at that, because I never really I don't really get, too excited about stuff like that. I don't know why. My wife hates it. My family hate it, because I just don't. I don't get excited for gifts or stuff like that. But I just thought it was cool. And yeah.
What about like parents' reactions? Like what was their reaction? Was that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean they were hyped, but I mean I didn't even call them. I just sent them a text, like, hey, we're gonna retire, the jersey, this date. Let me know if you guys want to make it, and we'll figure out flights and all that. So, for me, I didn't want to make it a big thing, just because there's so much more I wanted to try to accomplish. So, looking back, hopefully like 5, 10 years, hopefully 10, 15 years, I'm done hooping. I can appreciate it more, but right now, I don't think I appreciate it as much as I probably should.
Right, that's what I was gonna ask. I mean, obviously you got one big one, but when you think back at your time there, what are some of the memories that stand out?
Who was it? Fucking Butler that gave us our first L in my class, the first L in the pavilion, the game before my senior days. That's probably what. But besides that, I had one loss, one blemish on my home pavilion record, and it was that. But besides that, we had a lot of success at Big East championships. In the regular season and tournament, just. The camaraderie, the relationships that we have, I'm still close with all those guys. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, regardless of the accolades or anything like that. It's just the relationships that I have, not just with the players, but the coaches, like B. Lang, who recruited me there, Coach Bake, who, I wouldn't be where I am now without him. And, Coach Ash, Coach Knapp, Coach George, obviously Coach Jay, Coach Wright, Arlisha. I could just, I'm gonna spare y'all going down the names of everybody, but just the relationships that I built and that I had there are for a lifetime. That's what sticks out to me more than any of the accomplishments on the court.
Are you going to have to do like a speech at this? It sounds like you're obviously not very emotional.
I don't know. I hope not. I actually asked the lady Alicia, I was like, am I going to have to talk at this? Because my biggest thing is not even the emotion, but my biggest thing is I don't want to do it because it's not even going to be because for me that night is not about me. And there's so many people that I want to thank within that that program. I'm scared to lose, to leave someone out. So that's kind of why I don't want to do a speech, because there's just so many people that it's hard to, make sure I remember it all and all the and everything like that. But hope not. I really hope not. Maybe just like a thank you, appreciate it, and walk off.
You guys just got done with a 4-game stretch that's probably as hard as any team will play in the NBA this year. How are y'all just feeling as a team coming out of it?
Yeah, we're feeling good. Obviously, it's always better coming off a win. I feel like we didn't shoot the ball well the last several games. I think that's probably with the just the lack of repetitions that we were able to in practice. We weren't able to do too much just with. I guess the specific protocol that we were in. So that was a kind of a bummer, because I feel like like that Milwaukee game, if we were to make some knock down a couple more shots, we would have been right there. The same with Utah. I mean, actually, I don't really remember the Utah game that much. I remember the Phoenix game, and we were right there, 2 points, and in the 2-point down 2 with 5 minutes left. So I think all in all, even though we were 1-3, I think we're coming out positive. It was good to get BI back going, last game. So we're positive. Now we got to focus on Toronto, Minnesota, and the Clippers. That's the next 3 on the slate, and we got to make sure we focus mostly on Toronto because that's our most important game because that's our next game.
Going to Toronto, obviously it's going to be no fans. What do you have to do in those cases? I mean, obviously you guys had to do it for portions last year, and then obviously in the bubble. But what do you have to change in your prep for getting ready for a game like that?
Nothing really, because that's something that Coach Wright, I guess his theme of this is Villanova. And this is an interview, but Coach Wright has a saying that is, we play for our teammates and coaches and not the fans. So for me, I hated it while I was there because, we didn't show too much emotion and engage with, the fans there. But, it's a great saying because at the end of the day, that's the people that's really in your corner. That's the people that you go to battle with every game. So at the end of the day, whether there's fans or not, that's the most important thing is just making sure I'm playing as best as I can, as hard as I can for those guys. And I know they're going to do it for me, and that's the biggest thing. I'm not really worried about fans. Sometimes they make it fun, but when you're on the road, you only got you and the 15, 20 people in your locker room. So, for me, it's just going to be like another game.
And just for you individually, I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but like the last 5 or 6 games, you're putting up, some of the best numbers of your career. Just what's it been like, just being as locked in as you are right now and knowing what you're able to do in this offense and being able to show all the stuff that you've been talking about all year, that you're finally able to show it, on the court?
Yeah, for me, it's encouraging because there's games where I was able to put up, good numbers like Milwaukee, an assist away from a triple-double, and I felt like I, didn't play that well. I didn't shoot the ball, nearly as well as I think I can. So for me, it's encouraging, showing that, I put the work in, and the work is, starting to really show, and I think, I'm starting to be perceived by, my teammates, organization, other organizations as not just a 3-and-D guy, and that's something that I felt like coming out of college. I was more than that. I could do more than just, shoot corner threes and play defense or rebound. So I got to thank Willie for that because, like I said, so many times he's given me a new look in terms of how I'm playing and, a new look on how, teams are, perceiving me just because of the role he's given me and the trust that he's given me.
How pissed were you that you missed out on that triple-double?
I was more mad that we lost, bro. We were. I felt like we were right there. Like I said, we didn't shoot the ball well at all, and I felt like if we shot the ball just a little bit better, it would, we could have, it would have been a closer game. So I was more frustrated about that. Obviously I would have loved to get it. That would have been my first one, but it'll come with how Willie's letting me play, man. It'll come at some point this season. It'll come hopefully. So
First one against Drew though would have been.
It would have been nice. I would have talked so much shit to him. So I think he was the one. I think at the end of the game, I think he deflected one of my passes. I think and then ended up getting to Herb. I talked about it. I thought, you ain't want to let me get this fucking triple-double, huh? You just wanted to try to pay the passing lanes. Y'all up 15 and 2 minutes left, man. Let me just get an assist. But nah, it would have been fun. But we joked about it. But like I said, one day we'll get there.